Well, 2021 was a wild year in the Denver area real estate market. We learned a ton. In this video, we're going to look back at 2021 to make 3 big predictions about the 2022 Denver area real estate market. Hey everybody, I'm Ryan Harrer with the Joseph Harrer Group at Live Sotheby's International Realty in Denver. Before we get to those 3 predictions, I want to say thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for hopefully subscribing to the channel. This channel is in its infancy and we hope that you can inform us about what it looks like moving forward. We of course want to help you have all of the tips and all of the knowledge to make smart decisions when buying and selling and investing. But we also want to talk about our neighborhoods, what people love about where they live. We're talking about neighborhood guides and home tours. So please comment below, tell us what you want to see, and maybe tell me how I can spruce up my home office slash studio slash spare bedroom. Without further ado, let's get into the top 3 predictions for the Denver area real estate market in 2022. Number 3, interest rates will rise. I know, not a major surprise on this one, especially since for most of 2021, everybody was going, these rates are gonna go up, right? It can't continue to drop. And sure enough, we saw historically low interest rates for all of 2021. Pretty incredible. But if you're paying attention to the broader market, you know that inflation continues to increase and therefore interest rates will have to rise at some point. And the experts are saying that that is going to happen this year. The chief economist for the National Association of Realtors predicts we'll see the interest rate at 3.7% by the end of 2022. I've seen mortgage interest rate predictions of 4% by the end of 2022. So yes, that will have an impact on folks' bottom line. It'll affect how much they can borrow. It'll affect how much their monthly mortgage payment is. But we have to keep in mind that this is still an extremely good rate. In the late 90s and early 2000s, we were looking at interest rates of 8, 9, 10%. 4% is still a really good rate, and I don't think it's going to have an effect on prediction number 2. Number 2, supply is going to remain low and demand is going to remain very, very high. Colorado, between the years of 2010 and 2020, added nearly 1 million people, and I think when new census data comes in, it won't necessarily be shocking given what we've seen in the last couple of years, but it will be quite impressive to see the number of new folks, new Coloradans in our state. That pace is creating a housing shortage. Homes are not being built fast enough. We do not have enough inventory for all the folks that are moving here. In the Denver metro area, we started 2022 with about 1,500 listings. That's down about 40% from the same time last year. Now, after that holiday lull of early January, we're absolutely starting to see an uptick in inventory, so that's good news, but still the demand is far greater than the inventory that is currently available. Now, that doesn't mean there are no homes for sale. I hear that all the time in my work helping people buy and sell real estate. There are no homes available. Well, how could that be if there were more homes than ever sold in 2021? We're going to see a lot of activity. It's just not enough to keep up with buyer demand. And what that means for buyers is you have to make really aggressive, still smart offers that really catch a seller's interest. And there is probably definitely a whole nother video on how to make that happen that we'll get to at some point. But buyers are just going to have to be persistent and patient and be willing possibly to lose a couple of offers before finding the one. All right, my top prediction for 2022 is that double-digit appreciation will continue. We will see it again in 2022. The supply and demand we just talked about, as I've stated, is going to continue. And so we are going to continue to see prices rise. The median home price in Denver went up 20% in 2021. So homeowners, people who are thinking about selling, they are going to benefit the most. This is very much a seller's market that will continue this year. They are in control. And what the other reason that I'm predicting that double-digit appreciation will continue, and to be clear, I don't know that it's going to be 20%, but prices are going to continue to rise, in part because of new conforming loan limits. Now, I don't want to get us bogged down in the minutia of conforming loan limits, but for the Denver metro area, the new conforming loan limit is $685,000. And what that means is that borrowers can go out and get a loan for up to $685,000 without having to go get a more expensive and hard to get jumbo loan where you usually need 20% down. So first-time home buyers putting down 3% or folks putting down 5, 10%, they can still do that up to $685,000. So for a first-time home buyer purchasing a $700,000 home, that $685,000 loan limit will work with just 3% down, assuming that you qualify for it. So that means that more of the ability to borrow increases buying power and floods the market with more buyers hoping to make the most of that higher dollar amount. So those are my top 3 predictions for 2022. What does it all mean? Well, sellers are still firmly in control. More of the same there. They stand to benefit the most when selling their home, taking advantage of all of the equity earned in 2021 and 2022, giving them more buying power when they turn around and try to go find a new place. And so for those buyers, it remains the same too. You have to be persistent and patient, but still make smart offers. People are winning in this market by making smart offers that are aggressive and get them into the home that they want. But you also have to be okay with losing 1 or 2 before finding the new home. That's it for me. Please, again, subscribe, like this video, comment below, let us know what you want to see in the coming months with the Joseph Rhaarer Group on YouTube.